Even before the pandemic, rape prosecutions were falling sharply. Women like Leslie, not her real name, are often told by police or prosecutors that evidence isn't strong enough. In her case, even though there were 2 other complainants against the alleged perpetrator.
How did they phrase it?
Their exact words were, "It's not that we don't believe you, because we do. Don't feel bad, but we don't think the jury would take it to court."
So the jury wouldn't believe it.
Yeah.
How did you feel?
I felt frozen and my face kind of went into my hands and I just started to cry.
Currently, only 3% of adult rape cases in England and Wales lead to a charge, down from 13% 5 years ago. The government says it's deeply ashamed that victims are being failed. The Rape Review found the reason for the decline includes an increase in invasive requests for the victim's personal data, delays in investigations and inconsistent support for victims. Kate waited 3 years for a trial. The CPS only accepted her case after 2 appeals.
In my letter, it said factors included the fact that I'd sustained no physical injuries and that there were no witnesses.
How do you feel about that?
How many rapes are going to have a witness? I mean, I don't have an exact figure, but off the top of my head, probably not a lot.
It helps explain the shocking figures that of 128,000 estimated rape victims a year, only 43,000 report to the police, resulting in only 3,000 prosecutions and then just 2,000 convictions. Responding to the report, the government says it will ensure that police investigations switch focus from the credibility of the victim to the behaviour of the suspect. They will publish scorecards to assess results, and if the police need to take a victim's phone, they should aim to return it within 24 hours. Currently, it can take months. The government says they're also looking to make the court process easier, such as allowing more victims to give pre-recorded video evidence.
I want all agencies, whether it's the police or the CPS or the court service, to have the interests of the victim very firmly in mind at every stage.
Campaigners welcome the changes but say it's not enough.
We've seen quite a lot of extending of pilots, commitments to consultations, not a lot of sort of quick, positive, decisive action that will make a difference swiftly to victims and survivors.
The pandemic has added problems. Despite Nightingale courts like this one in Nottingham being set up in hotels, there's increased disruption and delay.
The day before the trial, I got a phone call to say it had been cancelled due to the lack of court space. I was ready to get in the car and go, all packed, totally geared up and ready to go. Get a call saying it's been cancelled.
The vast majority of cases end like Leslie's, without a jury even hearing the evidence. And the question is, are the government's changes radical enough to make a significant difference? Jason Farrell, Sky News.